Hello everyone, welcome to FedScoop TV. My name is Greg Otto and we're at Fed Talks 2016 and I'm talking with Congressman Gerry Connolly. Congressman, thanks for joining us
Great
today.
to be with you, Greg.
So over the course of the year, you and your compatriots in Congress have been working on the IT modernization fund that's come out of two bills and is now formed into one. Kind of talk to me how you see the future going on that and what it can do inside federal agencies.
As you indicated, I mean, we have reintroduced a composite bill that essentially does two things. It creates a IT modernization fund of $3.1 billion to help incentivize agencies to make the investments they need to make to replace legacy systems. Clunky, inefficient, expensive, and also not easily encrypted. And then secondly, to incentivize agencies that are making FITARA reforms, which is really the underlying bill here that drives all of this. When they effectuate savings, they can keep them. They can reinvest in themselves. And that's actually a really important thing because we're talking potentially billions of dollars of savings.
So other than actually upgrading the full IT systems, how do you see something like this impacting cybersecurity inside agencies? Because a lot of these legacy systems have problems, securing the data that agencies deal with. So how do you see this bill factoring into cybersecurity moving forward?
Obviously, if you're getting brand new state-of-the-art technology systems, they are tailor-made for being encrypted and protecting against cyber attacks. We saw that very much in evidence during the OPM breach. The Office of Personnel Management had multiple systems, legacy systems, incompatible systems, ripe for the plugging by a hacker. And indeed, the data on 28 million Americans was breached. And that ought to be an object lesson in why we need to accelerate this investment stream and replace those legacy systems.
Outside of the bill that you and your compatriots are talking about, what else can agencies do to improve their cybersecurity? Do you think there needs to be more legislation, or do you think that the burden is actually on the agencies themselves?
I don't know that we need a lot of additional legislation. Hopefully we don't. This is about management and prioritization. And that's why I think the FITARA legislation, keeping our foot to the pedal on implementation of FITARA and continuing to do the scorecard. We're going to come out with another one in December. Which will be the third scorecard for agencies. And again, the desire here isn't to paint a scarlet letter on an agency's back. It is to measure and benchmark progress and to hopefully encourage progress, but also to insist on accountability with respect to that implementation.
So we're coming up on a presidential transition. How do you see things like the IT modernization bill and FITARA factoring into the next administration? Is all of this groundwork being laid for new programs, or just what do you see in the future with this legislation?
My hope is we're going to see continuity. That we've got the legislation in place we need. It's my hope that certain leaders in this administration will remain in the next administration. People like Tony Scott at the Office of Management and Budget, really a key player in really pushing for these reforms and helping agencies see what a transformative tool technology managed correctly can be. So we don't want to lose that momentum. We don't want to suddenly just go dark for 4 or 5 months in that transition, and that's my big fear.
So you talked about Tony Scott, and Tony just hired the first federal CISO, Brigadier General Greg Tuhill. Kind of talk to me about where you think he fits in to this equation moving forward in the transition. What do you think of that role?
Well, again, I think it's part of the management team we're trying to grow. And these kinds of positions ought not to be political, in my point of view. That they're professional positions that help us better manage the enterprise. And so I think that's a welcome addition. And I hope he and I hope Tony will stay not only through the transition, but into the next administration. I think their leadership's critical.
Great, and I know that you've been a big leader on the front, and I look forward to see what you're doing in the next presidential administration.
Hopefully I'm not going away either.
Congressman, thanks for joining us
Thank
today.
you, Ray.
For all of our videos, check out our YouTube channel, and for more information, check out fedscoop.com. I'm Greg Otto. Thanks for watching.